Good day, viewers, and welcome to Generation C, which stands for Culture, Creation, and Connection with the Schools. My name is Chanel Tuvaundule,
And I'm Rejoice Aces.
and we are learners at the Deutsche Höhere Privatschule, more commonly known as DHPS Windhoek.
You can watch the segment every Thursday on DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 94. You can also check our socials on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, I am the editor of DH Press, and she is a journalist. DH Press is the official journalism club of our school.
We work as a team to make sure the news we report is both factual and engaging. And I'm sure there's something for everyone in the new edition that's going to be out on Thursday.
In this episode of Generation C, you can expect to know more about our school's culture, how diverse it is. You also get an interview, or you get to speak to our headmaster, and you hear all about our LRC's projects.
Let's go on and see our headmaster.
You might be wondering, who exactly is our principal? What does she look like, and what are some of her interests?
Come along with us for chilling with the headmaster. I guess you're all wondering who I'm here with. I'm here with a very special guest. This is our principal, Miss Eichholz, and she has been here for most of my high school career. Miss Eichholz, can you tell us more about your journey to DHPS and how it's been being a principal here?
Yeah, actually, it's my second time to be at a German school abroad. I stayed for almost 10 years at the German International School Silicon Valley in California. And in 2015, I started at this school. I chose kind of like the opposite of challenge, where we founded the one in Silicon Valley. And this school is a school with a lot of tradition. And I was curious to find out how it is to start at a school that has such a long history.
Can you tell us more about the school's vision and mission statements? I'm sure the viewers would like to know that.
Yeah, I mean, the new mission statement focuses on the 5 pillars that the school define. Of course, there is diversity. This is a school not only with 2 school leaving certificates, but with kids from lots of countries, lots of language backgrounds. Of course, languages then are a priority. Sustainability, the environment in general, the perspective of our learners for the future. Then we want to educate competitive girls and boys for the world outside. And so I think the mission statement shows that this is, even though it is a traditional school with a long history, it tries to enable critical thinkers for a global future. Because in a lot of areas, we as teachers might not know how exactly the future of our learners will look like.
I hear you mentioning a lot about the school's history and how it's played certain aspects. Can you elaborate more on this history and just tell us a brief introduction of it?
I think that is very difficult. So this being a German school, and it was established in 1909, it was the first school in Namibia actually that opened up for all ethnic groups. It had a hostel from the very beginning. In fact, the hostel is older than the school, 3 years older. So that was also one point that was very attractive to me, to find out what kind of kids join a hostel. And then one has to say that in the years before, like in the 60s and 70s, there were more learners in the hostel than so-called Städter, kids from the city. So the hostel had more than 400 learners.
Okay. I know I have favorite aspects of the school. What would you say are your favorite aspects of the school as a whole? or your favorite thing about being principal here at DHPS?
I think you all know. That's why I wait for you guys in the morning, every morning from 6:30 to 7. It's the learners, the diversity. For me, being a principal in a school abroad is really beneficial because I learn the culture of a country. Because when parents bring their children, they also bring a lot of the culture, their expectations in regards to education, what they think is right or wrong. And so I'm learning a lot from you guys. I like to spend time with you, also in the afternoon, like to chat with you, sometimes more than with your parents. I hope you cut that out. International staff is also always fun because the ideas of education in Africa, for example, are very different from Europe. And so when it comes to discussions about school uniform and strictness and discipline and things like that, it is very diverse, and that is what I really like. It's not boring.
Basketball is a huge part of this school. Can you tell us more about basketball and your history with basketball?
I have to say I'm a swimmer. Until I was 12, I was swimming in the mornings and in the afternoons, and that marks the year when my dad died. I had a very young coach in swimming, so I looked for a different sport, and I wanted to have a sport where you can communicate more. That was basketball then. On the other hand, when I came here, I was also looking for a sport or an activity that could foster integration. First, I thought it was music. It was still difficult. Then I thought, okay, maybe it's soccer, but I wanted to include the girls as well. And girls' soccer was not that big. So then I decided, together with Coach Milusi, basketball. That's what we try to establish. And I think it worked. We have a lot of basketball teams, successful basketball teams in the school league, because I think if you focus on sports, then it helps for your discipline in regards to learning or studying. And I think you learn a lot of personality skills during team sports.
Okay. Thank you very much for having us and for your time. We enjoyed this, and we hope the viewers enjoyed it as much as we did. Thank you.
This is the culture segment where you find out exactly what makes our school special.
DHPS is all about inclusivity and diversity. There is a club and place for everyone here. From art fanatics to sport inclined people, we have it all. I hope you're all wondering where we are. Well, first, let me introduce our friend. This is Bob, and he's been with us for a while now. We're in the newly renovated biology labs. We're very proud to have them. This is where we conduct most of our experiments, and let's just say it's very interesting.
Yes, as you can see behind us, there are some skeletons and skulls of various different animals collected and donated from farmers. On this side, you have some posters done by learners from various different grades, and they were displayed there because they teach you something about bio.
I would say our favorite part is working with microscopes. Even though it's not that interesting for many, we find it very interesting what you can see happening inside a cell.
Yes, we do various food tests. We make use of buns and burners, hence the gas taps up there, and we're able to control the lighting. The teachers are able to use those panels there to control what we're able to access, making the labs very safe and efficient, not only for the teachers, but also the learners.
Let's see what the rest of the school has in store for us today.
Active Kids is an initiative under My Zone that aims to provide exciting and easy activities and fun stories. Zoe, Zaki, and Zoshi are the puppets who share their stories and help children to learn more about the specific focus areas of the day and week. On this show, we have arts and crafts where we create fun and unique art projects with the children, which ties into the theme of the day. Each show also has a slot dedicated to fun and easy active activity that the children can do at home with friends and family. The aim is to exercise their minds and bodies in fun and easy ways to keep the children active and moving. contact zone@synergy.com.na and share your fun news, products and services. Active Kids, where we actively invest in your future.
So I guess you're wondering where we are. We're here at one of our favorite places. This is the most colorful part of the school. And this is because this is something the RB painted as a school leaving reminder for them, basically. This is a reminder that they were here and they enjoyed their time at DHPS. What is your favorite part of the school, Chanel?
Well, I know this is going to sound a bit nerdy, but personally, my favorite part it must be the labs. We get to learn so much in there. We get so many demonstrations from the teachers, which makes sure that no one does anything wrong and we all see what we're supposed to see.
I would have said the cafeteria, because who does not love eating? They offer the most healthy and a variety of foods as well. So if you're ever visiting DHPS, I think you know the place to be.
Yes. We also want to tell you a bit about our boarding school, which is on the other side where the pool is, which houses over 70 learners, and they create a community in which everyone feels welcome and part of a family, and no one misses home living in the hostel.
As part of the DHPS team, I can say in this edition, you can look forward to basically the Vox Pops that I wrote myself and interviewed. So I can say that it's gonna be very, very engaging. You're not gonna want to miss that.
Yes, but don't tell them too much. We actually want the viewers to read our newspaper, which is called DH Press.
Coming out this Thursday.
Yes.
Just a reminder.
Yes. So today on the show, we went around the school and showed some of our favorite places, some places which stand out, which make our school way different from various other schools.
And our school's culture, which I would say is the fundamental building block of this place. Thank you very much for viewing the culture segment and everything we had to display today. Generation C is the future.
Flex is your health and fitness show that focuses on the health of the mind, body and spirit. If you would like to feature your brand or campaign on this platform, contact zone@synergy.com.na.
I'm sure you're all wondering where we are. We're at the school swimming pool, and Chanel's going to tell you more about what activities go on here.
So here, various sports lessons take place for basically all the grades, and this is how it works. You may have 2 lessons in which you do swimming for one lesson and then sports on that side in the other lesson. The teachers give us like 2 seconds to change out of our swimming clothes and then into our sports clothes and go there. Yes.
It's very important to go under the showers before entering the swimming pool, so you can cool down before you get into the very cold water as well.
The pool is also used for extramurals such as water polo and underwater sports.
There's also certain events that happen here at the swimming pool, and one that's very important to our school is the Olympiada that happens every 2 years, right here in this swimming pool.
This beautiful swimming pool. Follow us as we take you to our gym.
Now we're in the gym, what I'm assuming is every athlete's dream. Basketball practice takes place here, and we all know basketball is a big part of DHPS. Recently, basketball players, or our basketball team, has been awarded the first in many categories and divisions. They take part in several international contests as well, and one of them is the recent South African competition they took place in.
And they never fail to bring the trophy home. The gym is not only used for basketball practice, it's also used for our many sports lessons in the various grades. You can see different nets and
which are used for handball and certain other games. You can also play soccer with them, but handball is more popular here. There's also gymnastics, there's different tools we use here. Everything here is electricity wise, like it's modern. Everything is electrical, you can use it, you can move it. And there's also one plus side, that you can never be locked in the gym because of the high tech that's here. You basically only have to swipe through a sensor and you're home free. You can leave the gym anytime, but not enter anytime.
Yes. There are different lines, as you can see, of different colors, which allows sports teachers with the flexibility to swap and change sports as they so wish.
There's also a net, a white net that's up there, which sports teachers use if they want to have two separate lessons, or different sports teachers want to use the gym at the same time, which they just press or push a button and it goes down. This was our brilliant culture segment. Hope you enjoyed looking at our school and the different aspects of it as much as we did.
And sorry, did you want to say?
No, it's okay.
And if I were you, I'd start applying to DHPS as soon as possible.
And now we're off to meet the LRCs. Let's go.
Flex is your health and fitness show that focuses on the health of the mind, body, and spirit. If you would like to feature your brand or campaign on this platform, contact zone@synergy.com.na.
Welcome to the LRC Corner, because after all, what is a school without its Learners Representative Council? I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I'm excited to hear all about what our LRCs have in store for us today.
Hi, I'm Ines Fisher. I'm the head girl of the DHPS. My personal experience these couple of past months as the head girl of DHPS has been quite, I'd say, overwhelming, but also amazing. I learned a lot, and most of all, I learned how to really communicate with younger students, but also students my age and our teachers.
Okay, hello. I am the head boy. I'm Jane Schultz, and my experience in the LRC has been absolutely amazing. I've made so many friendships while I've been in the LRC, and these friendships seem like they last forever.
Hi, I'm Gia Sickle. I'm vice head girl, and I support our head girl Ines with her tasks. And personally, my experience has also been very amazing, even though I've only been in the LRC myself for about 2 or 3 months. But I've learned a lot, and I've also made amazing friends, and it's been a lot of fun.
Hi everyone, my name is Johnny Pinge and I'm head PR of the SRC of the DHPS. And basically what I do is we basically take all the pictures at events and make sure those events are posted on our social media platforms such as Instagram or Facebook. And we also make sure that we advertise the achievements that our students achieves. Maybe a student went to Germany and won gold at a tennis championship, and we basically just make sure we have good relationships with different schools and people. My experience in the SRC so far has been great, and I've made many great friendships with all the different members of the SRC.
I'm sure the viewers would now like to know exactly what you guys do. Please tell us more about some of your past projects this year.
So you usually do a few casual days, and the money we raise from the casual days usually goes to animals and people in need. And then we also took part in the Apple Cancer Project the other day, which usually a bunch of schools and other firms in Namibia take part of.
Okay, well, in the beginning of the year, our team, the 2021 and 2022 team with the 2020 and 2021 team planned our very first Enchanted Forest Ball after COVID, and what can we say? It was great, because that's how we learn how to start planning events, and during that event we just got a lot closer.
One of my favorite events in the LRC was definitely our movie night that we had on the 31st of October on Halloween, where we played movies for our grade 3 to 7s, and they really enjoyed it. We decorated the rooms with a Halloween theme, which is super scary, and they enjoyed it as much as we did, and it was a lot of fun.
Another event we did was our first ever quiz night, and I was the host alongside another member of the SRC, Jada Tati, and it was definitely a great experience for us, and I'm sure all the students and teachers that participated enjoyed it. And overall, we got good feedback from the event, and we hope to host more events like them in the future.
Of course, being part of the LRC has its advantages, its highs, but there are also some lows. Could you please tell us what the most difficult parts about being part of the LRC is for you?
Okay, well, the beginning or when a new team enters the LRC, that would most probably be the most difficult time for the LRC because usually the old team knows what to do and the new team really doesn't know what to do. But after a few weeks or so, they know what to do. Is there anything else?
Is it
Just as our head boy mentioned, it is quite a struggle to just, I don't know, get in the flow as much as you were with your old team. But after, well, a couple of weeks, it starts getting better and you just see a bunch of more progress.
I'm sure some of the learners at our school are watching right now, and there are probably some learners interested in becoming part of the LRC themselves. Could you please explain what the election process is like?
Okay, well, how our election works is usually we have a meeting where all the candidates that want to join go to. We explain to them what the LRC does. We give them a paper to fill out, and then we give it to school management. School management looks through the papers, and then they give us the applicants that made it through, and then we hang them up. And then we usually, okay, because of COVID right now, we had the elections online, but now we most probably gonna have them in the aula again, and then the students only vote for the candidates they want, and the teachers are not allowed to vote. And after a week, we tell them who has made it.
Lastly, Jaden, Enos, and John, you guys will be signing out as 2022 and 2023 LRC members next year. Until that time comes, what do you still hope to achieve?
I really hope to grow closer with our new team and just experience a bunch of new things and memories and just make a bunch of memories and just learn more of how to actually, I guess, properly work in a team, because that's something I genuinely think we struggled a bit in now the beginning with our team, but just to, yeah, well, learn how to really communicate and work with each other better.
And I think most importantly, I think we still want to do a few events before we have to go because we're still planning on having nice day boxes where children from our school that are fortunate to have cream and everything give it to the unfortunate ones like Nkatatura. And then we're still planning to have our very first SMV Sportfest. And then, yeah.
I definitely agree with Jaden and Enos on what they said to make sure we make more events and make sure we still build good connections with our current SRC members so they have the skills to give to the next coming SRC members.
Sadly, that's all the time we have today. Thank you guys so much for everything you do for our school. We appreciate it.